I didn't think we would need to talk about blatant racism in 2023, but here we are. A EuroLeague referee, Joseph Bissang, heard one of the fans in Olympiacos Valencia game shout racial slurs at him. And here's the situation that transpired.
Has got the victory. The whistle. I think we'll have to just see what the referees decide. Maybe something's been thrown on the court. The referees are going to go and take a look at this. I'm not getting a clear direction of what's happened.
Now, let's break down what went down exactly. If you focus on these two front row seat fans right here, they're clearly going off at the referee, flipping him off and shouting something at his direction. We don't really know what until this point. And then the crowd is obviously agitated because the referee stops the game, as you can see, and it is in the middle of the play. Olympiacos is losing. You can understand the fans who don't know the context. And then you see that the referee goes to the other official and eventually to both officials that were refereeing in this game and tells the situation to them. And after this, I mean, this is if we just fast forward actually all this, we don't see what's happening with those fans. We only see the referees. But after all of it, when we come back to the main broadcast camera, we see that if you look at the corner, those two fans are gone. Now, those who haven't heard this story yet might be wondering, what did those fans say that set off this whole situation? Why the game was stopped and why eventually those two men were escorted out of the arena? Well, I won't repeat what the phrasing from the fan was, but the referee that received those racial slurs insisted that the game report would note down this exact phrase. I'm just disappointed, confused, and beyond angered by the fact that we still have this problem in European sports. And I do say sports because in European football or soccer, whatever you want to call it, this problem is even more prominent. We've seen fans throwing bananas at the players in the field, and we've also heard a lot of racial chants as well. But that doesn't mean that fewer occurrences in basketball is any better. Honestly, it's the worst thing that you could shout at a black person, and this idiot couldn't contain himself. And what's really hard for me to understand is, how does this racist fan who is shouting, you saw what he was shouting at the referee, how does he not understand that in his team that he supports, there are many black players? Actually, in that exact episode, 3 guys that are playing are black, and he's shouting at the referee. It's just so stupid, honestly. It's hard to talk about it in any other way. I mean, I don't want to, spread hate. I don't want to fight hate with hate, but it is just absolutely fucking stupid. And I do want to emphasize, I'm only talking about those 2 guys there. I mean, nothing against Olympiacos fan base. Don't take it wrong. Don't go in the comments, saying that, these 2 idiots don't represent the rest of Olympiacos, because I understand it and I think most of us do. But now let's look at the brighter side of this story, if there is one. First of all, you can see that those 2 fans got thrown out of the arena right away. The reaction was really fast. And to some of you, especially NBA fans, this might seem like a no-brainer, but I'll tell you a little bit later why that is not always the case. Another positive thing is that Olympiacos instantly revoked this person's season tickets, and now he's not only not able to attend Olympiacos games, but not able to attend anything happening in the Peace and Friendship Stadium in Piraeus. And also, this person received a lifetime ban on any EuroLeague events, so that should be celebrated. And I love the no hesitation from the EuroLeague or Olympiacos. Well done. There were also talks about imposing some sanctions on Olympiacos as a club for them not to have fans for 1 or 2 games, but I'm glad that did not happen, as I don't think one person's actions should influence the rest of the team and the fan base. And also, I think that would even sometimes encourage these sort of people to, shout these racial slurs, so they make this big impact for the team that nobody is able to attend the games for the next few games. Because there are idiots like that who just seek attention and want to do harm. And besides, Olympiacos security did what they had to do, so there is no logical reason to impose any of this. And now to come back to what I said previously about how the aftermath of this incident needs to be celebrated. From my own experience, I've been to many European basketball arenas and many games, And I definitely heard times when fans would shout the things similar to what this fan did, or even worse sometimes. And guess what? Not only the security wouldn't bat an eye, wouldn't react in any way, but also the fans weren't able to shut up this sort of person. So this is something that is still happening and needs to be talked about and needs to be eradicated eventually, really. This is definitely still an issue, and I hope that we will see more resolutions like this and eventually no incidents like that in the first place. Now a little bit of a side topic, but still on the same point. I saw some comments after the last video I did on Draymond Green and his dirty plays, you know, punching Joseph Nurkic in the face. Some people's racist comments were way more disgusting than anything Draymond Green has done in his basketball career, so that says a lot. Anyways, a little bit of a different video for me. I knew that news get old really fast, and this incident will probably blow over after a few days. I just want to shine more light on this because I think this needs to be brought out to the surface, seen and heard by more people, so that we eventually don't have these problems in European sports, especially in European basketball. I just want everyone to share their passion, you know, hate on each other, on the other fan base, you know, in a respectful manner without racism, because that is just beyond disgusting human behavior. That's all for me. Let me know in the comments what you think about this problem. Peace and love.